Welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive. And today we are going to be talking about something really exciting.
Yeah.
BINI, the Filipino girl group that's making waves
That's right.
all over the globe. And yes, you heard that right. BINI. It's pronounced just like
BINI.
your favorite winter hat.
BINI. Exactly.
BINI. Okay, so before we get too far,
Yeah.
let's, for those who haven't had the chance to see them or listen to their music,
Yeah.
what exactly is BINI all about?
Well, they're high-energy pop, powerful vocals, perfectly synchronized dance moves, and a distinct Filipino flavor.
Uh-huh.
They're part of this really exciting wave of P-pop,
Yeah.
which is essentially Filipino pop music, and it's gaining a lot of international attention.
Yeah, and BINI is right at the front.
At the forefront, absolutely.
Coming off of sold-out shows at the Smart Araneta Coliseum.
Yeah.
They just announced they're going to be performing their Grand BINIverse concert again
Yeah.
at the Philippine Arena.
That's a huge venue.
Yeah, that's a big jump. I mean,
55,000 people?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
incredible. It really shows you how popular they are.
Absolutely.
But what I find really interesting is that it's not like they're just riding this P-pop wave. They're actually,
They're shaping it.
yeah, they're shaping it.
Yeah, they're very intentional about incorporating Filipino culture into their music and their performances.
Yeah.
It's not just about catchy tunes, it's about representation and sharing their heritage with the world.
And the world is definitely paying attention.
Yeah.
I mean, they just won the MTV Europe Music Award for Best Asia Act,
Huge.
which is a huge win, not just for BINI,
Right.
but for P-pop in general.
It's a game changer. It puts P-pop on the radar of a global audience, and BNI is leading the charge, showing that Filipino talent can compete on an international stage.
Yeah, and it's not just their music that's making an impact.
Right.
They were also featured in Vogue Philippines.
Yeah.
So they're becoming style icons too.
Which makes total sense. You know, they're often referred to as the nation's girl group. They've
Right.
become synonymous with Filipino pride and talent, and their influence extends beyond music.
So sold out shows, international awards, a Vogue feature. What's next for B-Duay?
Well, all eyes are on this Grand BINIverse repeat concert at the Philippine. Arena fans are going crazy with speculation about potential collaborations, surprise guest appearances.
Yeah.
The anticipation is there.
Yeah, I bet the Philippine Arena is an iconic venue, and knowing BNI, I'm sure they're going to put on an amazing show.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And practically speaking, everyone's waiting for the ticket sale announcements.
Yeah, I have a feeling they're going to sell out really fast.
Oh, that for sure.
It's going to be a defining moment for their career and really a landmark event for P-pop.
Absolutely. I mean, it's crazy to think that just a few years ago, they were just trainees,
Right.
this aspiring young artists.
Yeah.
And now they're about to perform on this huge stage.
Yeah.
The Philippine Arena, a stage that, global superstars have performed on.
Yeah, it really shows how much work they've put in
Right.
and how much dedication they have.
Ab-
And it's not just luck. It's not just timing.
Mm-hmm.
I think they've really cultivated something special
Yeah,
that speaks to people,
for sure.
like their music videos, for example.
Their music videos are amazing.
Yeah.
Visually stunning. The choreography is always so intricate, and they often incorporate elements of Filipino folklore and tradition,
Right.
like little mini movies
Yeah.
showcasing their artistry and their cultural pride.
And speaking of cultural pride,
Yeah.
there's this debate,
Right.
is P-pop just riding the wave of K-pop, or is it?
Is it its own thing?
Yeah,
It's complicated because K-pop has definitely had a huge impact on the global music scene.
of course.
And P-pop definitely draws some inspiration from it.
Uh-huh.
But I think BNI and other P-pop groups are really pushing the boundaries.
Yeah.
They're infusing their music with traditional Filipino instruments,
Yeah.
rhythms, languages.
Like in Kapitlang,
Kapitlang, yeah.
which means, hold on, they use the kulintang, which is a traditional Filipino instrument, and it creates this really haunting melody.
Exactly. And it's that fusion of modern pop and those traditional elements that really resonates with listeners.
Yeah.
In the Philippines and internationally, it's familiar, but it's fresh, catchy, but culturally rich.
And I think their lyrics also play a part in that.
Oh, for sure.
They sing about love and friendship and dreams,
Right.
but they also talk about social issues and empower their fans to be themselves.
It's a really great combination.
Yeah.
The talent, the authenticity, the cultural representation, it makes them a really compelling group.
Yeah.
They're more than just performers.
Uh-huh.
They're storytellers. They're role models, ambassadors for Filipino culture.
And their fans love them.
They do.
They've created this really strong community.
Yeah, online and offline.
Yeah.
They really engage with their fans make them feel like they're part of the journey.
Yeah, and that connection is going to be amazing at the Philippine Arena.
Oh, yeah.
55,000 fans singing and dancing. It's going to be electric.
Unforgettable.
So speaking of the concert,
Right.
any inside scoop on those collaborations, those surprise guests?
Well,
I know the fans dying to know.
they've made some really great connections in the industry. They've collaborated with international producers, songwriters.
Right.
And they've mentioned, several global artists that they admire. So I wouldn't be surprised if they had a few surprises up their sleeves.
The suspense is killing me.
It's all part of the fun.
It is.
The anticipation, the speculation, the buildup
Yeah,
adds to the excitement.
exactly. And knowing BNI, it's going to be incredible.
They're going to exceed expectations.
So as they keep climbing the ladder of success, what kind of impact do you think they're going to have on the global music scene
Yeah.
in the years to come? What kind of legacy are they building?
That's a good question. They're already achieving so much and breaking down barriers.
Yeah.
I mean, even their name, DNI,
Right.
pronounced BINI.
It's so playful, so memorable. You instantly know what it is,
Yeah.
even if you don't speak Tagalog.
It's a really smart strategy. It creates this familiarity for a global audience while still holding on to their Filipino identity.
Right.
And it kind of speaks to their whole approach. They're not afraid to be fun and fierce at the same time.
Right.
To blend global pop sensibilities with those Filipino elements.
Yeah, and they do it all with such confidence and grace.
They do.
But it's not all, glitter and glamour.
Of course not.
I'm sure there are challenges too.
Yeah.
Especially navigating the international music industry.
Oh, absolutely. The music industry is so competitive.
Yeah.
And breaking into new markets is never easy.
Right.
There's always this pressure to conform, to fit into these pre-existing molds.
Right.
And to try and cater to Western expectations.
So how do you think BNI can handle those challenges
Yeah.
while staying true to themselves and their identity?
I think that's the key, right? Maintaining that balance. And I think their sense of self, their connection to their roots and their support for each other, it's going to be so important.
Yeah.
They need to keep making music that they believe in.
Yeah.
Music that reflects who they are and what they stand for.
Right. And music that resonates with their audience.
Exactly.
And who knows, maybe that's what will take them even further.
Yeah.
That authenticity,
Right.
that refusal to compromise.
Could be what propels them to greater heights.
Yeah, like a beacon showing other artists that it's possible to make it globally
Yeah.
without losing yourself.
Exactly. BINI's proving that you can appeal to a global audience
Yeah.
while still being proudly Filipino.
Right.
They're not trying to fit in. They're standing out, and that's what makes them so interesting.
So to wrap things up for our listeners who have been with us on this deep dive,
Yes.
what's the one thing you want them to remember about BINI?
I think BINI's journey is truly inspirational. It shows the power of hard work, talent, cultural pride, and just a whole lot of heart. They're not just making music, they're making history. They're paving the way for a new generation of Filipino artists
Couldn't have said it better myself.
to shine on the world stage.
BNI is a force to be reckoned with, and this is just the beginning.
Yeah.
So keep your eyes peeled, your ears open, and get ready to be swept away by the BNI wave.
The BNI wave. Thanks for joining us.